The reports give us some dates of what to expect for Apple's new products, and apparently they're still happening in 2019, at least most of them. Google is planning to address their Face to Unlock issue, but apparently there's a catch. And Samsung is ready to give us a phone with a camera fully under the display, but there's also a catch for that. I'm Jaime Rivera, and man, this Monday has been crazy. We've got so much content. Make sure you watch our comparison of the Pixel 4 along with the iPhone 11 Pro. It was really interesting. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with deals. Once again, this whole debacle of having Amazon and Apple work together for retail has proven really favorable for consumers because this is pretty much the only way to get discounts on absolutely everything that doesn't have to do with iPhone. Right now, the company is taking $149 off the 2018 iPad Pros, pretty much the ones that we currently have, in its Wi-Fi variant at 256 gigabytes. This pretty much leaves the iPad Pro at $800 shipped, and you can actually find the same deal on Best Buy. Obviously, there's a price match and everything, but still, this continues to be one of my favorite products of last year that could still last this year. Now let's talk about HTC. I mean, I never thought that I'd be covering this company again, but I'm happy. I mean, they pretty much invented the smartphone that we know. Sure, Apple perfected it and everything, but HTC was first. I have a lot of love for this company, and I've been so sad to see it die. And they had a new strategy, but okay. Thing about it is, we recently covered that the company's new CEO wants to focus on the premium smartphone segment, but if you remember last year, we had some leaks of a blockchain phone called Exodus. The Exodus 1S is now available as a cheap blockchain phone. It packs a Qualcomm Snapdragon 435, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage, and retails for around $219, and it's available in Europe and Middle East. Now, obviously, this happened before the tenure of the new CEO, so we're not going to hold this against them, but we're all the premium phones, dude. And speaking of premium, Xiaomi has a very interesting change in approach. It seems that the company has been surprised by the amount of adoption for 5G smartphones. According to Reuters, their CEO just announced at a conference that the company plans to launch more than 10 5G phones through 2020. After they launched the Mi 9 Pro 5G, they even had supply issues because they didn't expect the amount of demand that they had with their whole 5G strategy. Now they will launch low-end, mid-range, and even flagship smartphones with 5G in 2020. This is going to get good. I can't wait to see it. Now, speaking of premium, even if there's a catch for this one, let's talk about Samsung and the whole concept of having an on-display camera that apparently will not require any punch hole or anything. According to Ice Universe, there are some reports from Korea where Samsung will be launching a phone with a camera under the display next year. The source claims that this will actually not happen on the Galaxy Fold 2 or S11, as we know that Samsung uses their premium mid-rangers for experimentation, which I find to be genius. That's actually cool, and it only gives you a better experience with premium mid-rangers, so expect it in some A lineup smartphone. No idea when though. And if you saw a comparison of the Google Pixel 4 versus the iPhone 11 Pro, probably one of my disappointments with the Pixel 4 is being able to unlock it with your eyes closed, meaning anybody could just put the phone on your face while you're asleep and unlock your phone. Google is planning to fix this, but not necessarily. The company has just made a statement about this whole problem, and they claim that they will have a fix and a software update in the coming months. Sadly, yes, months. In the meantime, you can set an extra feature that requires a PIN or password for the next unlock, which is kind of cumbersome, and the only benefit is that you can actually set it up when you're going to sleep. So there's a purpose. It's not necessarily terrible, but wait months? Like, seriously? And finally, the hottest news today have to do with two different reports on when we should expect Apple's next lineup of products. Obviously, we usually get an event in October. No press invitations yet. I'm hoping that none go live by the time you watch this video, because you never know. But the thing about it is, apparently, we are still getting something late this year and something next year. According to DigiTimes, the 16-inch MacBook Pro will happen in October, before the month ends. The report claims that Taiwanese manufacturer Quanta Computer already begun volume shipments of the laptop, which will reportedly bring Intel's new Coffee Lake refresh processors. Other details include the much-needed change in the keyboard keyboards that we've been expecting. And then we've also got Menchikwo claiming that apparently that's the only thing that we're going to get in that event, or somewhere around the sort, because the iPhone SE2, which might bring this new LCP technology on the antennas, is not slated to happen until early 2020, which pretty much is the way the iPhone SE originally launched. Let us know in the comments down below. I mean, do you think that Apple should wait or launch that new MacBook Pro now? Because I think it's overdue, but mainly because I want it to launch. I want everybody to go through the curse of the early adopter, and then I'm going to wait for the next generation whenever they fix that out. But that's just me. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on PocketNow.com and subscribe to our channels for more videos like this one. Also, follow us on social media as our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see what I do with these phones. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.